Assalamu alaikum class. How are you all? Today is 13th November 2024. Today is Wednesday and I'm your science teacher and I'm taking your science lesson, and you all know that we are doing unit number 3, ecosystem, and in the last lesson we are doing the topic that is effects of the environment on organism. Effects of environment effects of environment on organism. So what does it mean? What we have discussed in that lesson? What are the different factors of the environment which can affect on the organism? Okay, good. That may be the light, that may be the wind, that may be the weather, that may be the availability of the water, and many more. These are the different environmental factors that can affect the living organisms. Okay, so if we have discussed about the different examples related to the plants or not. We have discussed about the beech tree, isn't it? Yes, boys. Yes, we have discussed about the beech tree, that the beech tree can take the factors, inherited factors from and it can having a particular shape in the tree, but due to the availability of the sunlight. Which type of the light? It's not the artificial light, it is the sunlight which is necessary for the plants to grow well. So in the beech tree, the plants that the leaves that are present on the upper part, if we I will draw a tree, the leaves that are present in the upper part are small in size as compared to the leaves that are present in the area in the lower part of the tree and the shaded part of the tree. Okay, that is the size of the tree leaves are much larger as compared to the leaves that are present on the upper part. So it is a little bit larger in the size due to the availability of the sunlight. In the upper part having the more sunlight, taking the more sunlight, so the size is small and as compared to the lower part of the plant. Okay, we have also discussed about some flower plant that it can change its color due to the factor of the pH of the soil. ये भी एक factor हो सकता है, that is the pH of soil. Due to the change of the pH, the color of the flower will change. सही है? So we have also discussed about the environmental factors, so we can also say that the environmental factors of the variation can be of two types. That may be the changes. Sometimes the changes can occur that are called daily changes, and sometimes the changes occur which is called seasonal changes. Okay, daily changes are the seasonal changes. What does the word daily changes mean, class 6 girls? Okay, the daily changes means the changes in which the animals can having the change in the at the daytime, and if there is a difference at the night time too. So there are some animals. Have you any idea about it? That what are the different type of the animals that can mostly get their prey at the night, and they will not work at the day properly, and they have to wait till the night so that they can get the food to eat. So that are the animals that can mostly survive at the night, are called nocturnal animals, and they can catch their prey easily. Okay, these are the daily changes that can happen, and there are the different the other type of the change is the seasonal change, which is what the word seasonal means. Good, that is related to the seasons. If when the seasons change, what are the 4 different seasons? Excellent. There are the 4 seasons: summer, winter, autumn, and spring. So when there is the change in the seasons, there are some also the changes occur in the plants and the animals. There are some migration of the birds that can happen in the during the winter. When the winter comes, the birds can migrate to the summer places, and they can get their food there. And after that, they will come to their original place. Okay, and there are also some trees that are called deciduous trees, and the leaves can't remain on the tree. They will shed out, and because of the less availability of the sunlight in the winters, we all know that the सूरज बहुत कम निकलता है, लेकिन due to the less availability of sunlight, the water from the leaves will remove, and it will not remain attached to the tree, so it will be all the leaves will be shed out. So, but there are some evergreen plants that remain green forever, but they having the strong connection with the tree. They will not lose water, so they will remain green forever. Okay, so that are the seasonal changes that occurs in some plants and animals. So, and there are also some daily changes that occur in the plants as well as in animals. This is the previous recap that we have done in the last lecture. Now we will move towards our new topic, and our new topic is a little bit having resemblance to it, and that is effects of on the environment, effect of organism on the environment. Okay, so our today's topic is effects on the environment. Our previous topic is effect of environment on the organism. Now our topic is effect on the environment. अच्छा, पहले वाले का मतलब है कि effects of environment on the organism पर environment का क्या असर होता है, लेकिन यहाँ है effect on the environment by an organism. कि environment पे क्या effect होता है by an organism. So if we talk about the organism wants to survive, and if they want to survive, they need the different resources. And if we talk about the different resources, for example, if we talk about the animals, and the human beings, they have different resources. And if we talk about the plants having the different resources. For example, it needs the air, it needs the sunlight, it needs the water, sometimes it needs the space to grow properly. They are the different requirements or the resources of the plant. And if we talk about the animals and the human beings, there are the different requirements of the animals. For example, it also needs the air, it also needs the water, and they also need the shelter. They also want the mating process, and they need the food for the survival. These are the different requirements or the resources that the animals need. So we are talking that there are the different resources that are necessary for the For the plants and the animals, that are the air, sunlight, water, and the space. Or for example, the animals have needs of food, water, air, shelter in order to survive in the environment. But there are sometimes these human beings sometimes makes the area which is covered with the plants or the trees. They can be they can cut down all the trees in order to fulfill their requirements, in order to make the buildings there, or they use the wood for the different purposes, for the furniture or any the burning purpose, whatever their need are. Due to the reasons of the human beings, the environment is becoming slowly and gradually disturbing. Okay, so sometimes the environment are also become disturbed because of the human activities, and sometimes the organism, for example, the animals and the plants, they have to survive by getting the different resources by their own. Okay, if the plant will get the sunlight, they will survive, and if they will not get the proper sunlight, they will die. In the same way, the animals do not get the resources in a proper way, they will become slowly and gradually slowly and gradually will become die, or their population will be decreased. Okay, so we can say that in the animals there is also a competition between them, and if the animals having the sometimes they having the competition between the same species, and sometimes they having the competition between the different species. If they having the competition between why they the question is that why they need the competition. The competition is actually for their survival, and for the survival, sometimes they having the competition between the same species, and if they having the competition between, sometimes they having the competition between the different species, and if they having in the competition between the same species, that is called as the intra-specific competition, and if they having the competition between the different species, that is called as the interspecific competition. Okay, so we can say that there are the different chains that can show the flow of the energy from the sun to the plants and then to the animals. That is called actually the food chain, and there are the different food chains that we will discuss now. So we will make the food chain. First of all, we will make one food chain. What is food chain? Have you any idea? Food chain is actually the chain of the living organism. That first of all, the chain will start from the sun. Sun will give the sunlight to the plants, obviously, in order to make their food. When the plants can make their food, they can that plants can be eaten by the other animals that are obviously called as the herbivores, and that animals, we can say that example ले लेते कोई plants में मैंने लिख लेती हूँ leaves are eaten by the herbivores. Herbivores कौन होंगे? Cow, and then the cow can be eaten by the lion. This is a simple food chain. Okay, so the food chain can be is the transfer of the energy from the sun to the plants and then to the animal energy transfer over here. And if we talk about, do you have any question maybe arise in your mind that maybe only one food chain is existing in the earth? But no, there are the different types of the food chains that are existing, and when the different type of the food chain are interconnected with each other, that is actually called as the food web. For example, if we see in our daily life, the sunlight is giving to the light bite to the plants, and the plants can be eaten by the grasshopper, mouse, or the rabbit, or the cow, and that cow, rabbit, and the mouse can be eaten by the different animals, and sometimes they are the grasshopper may be eaten by the mice, or that may be eaten by the frog. It's their own kind of the competition for their survival of their resource. If they will not get the proper resource, they will slowly and gradually become die. Okay, and they will slowly the population will decrease slowly, and they will vanish from the earth, and or maybe they will change their place in order to survive in any other place, so that they can get the proper food to live. Okay, now I am drawing the food web. I am making one food web so that you will be clear about it properly. So the food web okay, we will start from the grass. Grass can be eaten by the grasshopper, or we can also take we will take the carrot. Carrot can be eaten by the rabbit. Okay, the grasshopper can be eaten by the frog, and the frog can be eaten by the owl. Okay, so we can say that if the carrot is eaten by the rabbit, and the rabbit can be eaten by the owl. Okay, grass can be eaten by a cow, and the cow can be eaten by the lion, and these both of them can be eaten by the bacteria when they die, and they are the decomposers. Okay, so the rabbit can be eaten by the hawk. So there is you are seeing that there are the different chains, the one chain, and this is the second chain, and this is the third chain, and sometimes the three chains are also interconnected with each other. So when the different types of the food chains are interconnected with each other, that is called as the food web. Okay, and sorry, we are talking about the decomposers. Decomposers are that are the microorganisms or the bacteria that can decompose the organism slowly and gradually, and it becomes a part of the soil. Okay, so we have done about this. This part is called as the producers. We have to write here. Okay, this is the part which is called producer, and this part is called consumer, and the upper part is called decomposer. These are the three steps of the living organism. You all know that the producer are the plants which can able to make their own food, and the consumers are those which can't able to make their own food, and they have to in order to survive on the earth, they need the food in order to in the form of the prey. And decomposers are the microorganisms which can decompose the living organism, and it will slowly and gradually become the part of the soil. So this is the food web that we have we are discussing, and we all know that in order to survive on the earth, all the living organisms are having a competition with each other, sometimes with the same species and sometimes with a different species. And if in case the human beings will destroy all the plants and the trees from the earth, so ultimately what happened, it will decrease the growth of the consumers. Consumers की growth आहिस्ता आहिस्ता कम होती जाएगी because they didn't get the energy from the producers. Okay, so in order to survive, they have to rely on the producer. So we can say that the producer, consumer, and decomposer all are interconnected with each other or interdependent with each other. If one thing will missing, the whole chain will destroy or the whole web will destroy. So they will we can say that there is a place, there is an extra grass available there, so all the herbivores or the consumers that are using the producers, they will use the extra energy from the plants, and they will become more healthier, and they will increase in size ultimately. And in the same way, we will reverse the process, and there is all the dust will vanish from the earth. There is the question mark for the survival for the herbivores or the consumers. Okay, so there is a competition among the living organisms in order to survive on the earth. Okay, so now we are having we will take a quick review about today's topic, that we have discussed about the effects on the environment by the organism. Organism का environment पे क्या effect होता है? Sometimes it having a good effect or sometimes having a bad effect. Okay, so we have discussed that in order to survive on the earth, organism need the different resources and different things to survive. For example, plants need the sunlight, water, air, space to grow well, and the animals need the different things, that may be the food, water, shelter, and other things that is necessary for the survival. We have discussed about the competition, that the living organism having the competition among them or among the different species. If they having the competition among the same species, that is called as the intraspecific competition, and if they having among the different species, they have that is called as the interspecific competition. Then we have discussed about the food chain and the food web. Food chain is the energy that is transferring from the sun to the plants and to the organism. And then we have draw a single food chain. I have drawn a single food chain that may be clear in your mind, that the energy is transferring from the sun to the animals. Okay, then we have discussed about the food web. Food web is actually the interconnection of the different food chain. When the two or more than two food chains combine together, it will make a food web. And in the food web, the different animals have to have a competition among themselves for the survival to get the best resource, and there are the different categories in the food web. There are the producers, consumers, and the decomposer. And then we have also discussed that all the living organisms are interconnected with each other. If the one thing is missing, the other may suffer a lot. The survival of their on the earth will be questioned. And for the survival, they may change their place, or they may become slowly and gradually decrease in the population. So this is all from today's topic, today's lesson. Now we will move towards the homework. I am giving some questions to you, and you have to answer them, and I will also give you our research work. So your homework is first question is, you have to write down the answer. How do organisms habitat. The next one is your research work, and the question is you have to make a food web of at least having 3 food chains. Okay, these are the 2 questions related to this topic. That in the first question you have to answer the question that how do organisms affect their habitat, कि किस तरीके से कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म किसी भी हैबिटेट या इन्वायरमेंट को अफेक्ट करता है. वी हैव डिस्कस इन द लेसन. यू विल गेट द आइडिया फ्रॉम दिस वीडियो लेसन. एंड द सेकंड question is your research work, and in the research work you have to make a food web, one food web of at least having 3 food chains which are interconnected with each other, and that are showing that they are interdependent with each other. And you can take the help from the net, and you can take help from the video lessons. It's your own choice. So I hope so you have understand the topic well. If you have any confusion related to the topic, you can have the questions related to it and inform me when you will come to the class. And I hope so that you will do your homework very neatly and you have to draw the food web on the blank page in a very neat form. Okay, neatly. Okay, this is all from my side. Allah Hafiz.